Some of the attorneys working on behalf of Donald Trump with his election challenges, not necessarily working for him, but certainly on his behalf, are starting to draw the ire of Republicans from all over the country. One of the attorneys, Lin Wood, this week not only suggested that Donald Trump should declare martial law and then just have the military conduct a new election, he also believes that Republicans should sit out the Georgia Senate runoff because of how bad the Republicans that run the state of Georgia have been to Donald Trump. And Trump, by the way, is headed to Georgia tomorrow for another super spreader event. A rally is the official term. It's going to be a super spreader event, and as reports have shown, his support for Trump actually decreased in areas where he held rallies in the final month of the election. So, smart move, dude. Anyway, Republicans are pissed. Republicans are getting angry about these lawyers going out there, both Lin Wood and Sidney Powell, saying do not vote in the Georgia Senate runoff. So, yesterday, Ted Cruz says, I'm going to take out Lin Wood. Trust me, here it is. He says on Twitter, I don't know who this clown is, but anyone saying America would be better off with Chuck Schumer as majority leader, producing huge tax increases, the Green New Deal, massive amnesty, and a packed Supreme Court destroying the Bill of Rights is trying to mislead the people of Georgia. Now, I had seen this tweet when it happened, and I clicked on it and I saw the follow-up tweet. And so I tried to find articles about this tweet, because I always like to have an article as a link to my videos and not just as a tweet. So I could only find it in conservative outlets because they're talking about, this rift in the conservative party, Republican Party happening right now. And see, that's where they end with the Ted Cruz tweet. They don't go into the second tweet, the second part of it, the 2 of 2. And here's what Ted Cruz said after that you won't find on most of these conservative sites. He says, it's almost as if he's a Democrat. Are you, Ted Cruz, are you really trying to pin Lin Wood on the Democrats? Like, are you trying to say that this nut job, the same nut job who represented Kyle Rittenhouse, by the way, you think he is a Democrat? You think that's what you're dealing with here? You think that you can just take the crazy from your party and say, nope, these are Democrats. Sorry, that's yours. Wow, you got some nuts there. And sadly, Ted Cruz wasn't the only one. Dan Crenshaw came out yesterday and tweeted, Lin Wood is a Democrat who wants Republicans to self-destruct. Is there something wrong with the water or maybe even the air in the state of Texas to have two high-profile politicians from your state be so blatantly ignorant? Or is it that that's just the Republican talking point that was circulated and you idiots are not good enough to make it your own when you go out there and try to say it? Huh? Is that what's happening? You're all just working off the same playbook. You're just not even bothering to make it seem like you're not getting emailed all these talking points from your party to try to distance yourself from the crazy. Lin Wood belongs to you. Lin Wood belongs to your party, Ted and Dan. He's your fault. Trump is your fault. And as I always have to say when I talk about Dan Crenshaw, this guy shouldn't even be serving in government. His district is literally shaped like this. It snakes all the way around, getting all these little red parts, and it leaves this big blue thing in the middle. He's in such a gerrymandered, disgusting district that Dan Crenshaw shouldn't be taken seriously by anyone. He is a hack, he is a fraud, and he doesn't belong in government. Ted Cruz, on the other hand, Ted Cruz concerns me. He is slick. He absolutely has higher aspirations, and he is going to be running for president in 2024. And he knows how to speak. He knows how to do the old Republican speak. Not the Trump, hugely abrasive Dan Crenshaw, Matt Gaetz type of speaking. Ted Cruz is good at what he does. Everybody hates him, but he's good at it. And that's why he concerns me. But on this particular instance, trying to pin Lin Wood on the Democrats, no, I'm sorry, guys. That is a level of crazy that is unique to the Republican Party.